Good evening, folks. It's Antoken Ako, Paul Rosales, or it's the other way around. This is actually going to be an Antoken show, not the Jun and Paul, but the topic will be the Jun and Paul. Before I start this, I would like you to hit the like button and comment on the bottom. Then if you can share this to your friends and family. This video is going to be just as much about you as it is me and my friends at the Jun and Paul show. What I'm about to discuss to you is probably one of the most important things I've done in a long time in this channel. Hang on for a second. Here are like tons of papers that I want to talk to you guys about, but it's gonna be too long if I go through all of them. So I wrote them again and again and again. So again, if you can comment on the bottom, tell me what you think, and share this video so people who are watching or have watched the show can really understand what the Jun and Paul show is about. You'll probably see me always looking at my notes so I don't veer off. I tend to do that and my emotions kicks in, and next thing you know, I am doing something else. So let's start. I really want to talk to you guys about the show. How did it all begin? It all began one day when I was watching a video and found out that the negative or the minority's voice is not being heard. So I talked to Jun and asked him, hey, what do you think about doing a debate? And then, we talked a little bit, and next thing you know, our friends and friends of friends got together, and I asked who wants to be on a debate. And then from that point on, I was trying to get them to participate. Okay? On our first show, if you guys don't know, it took me 2 hours to convince them. That scheduled broadcast was supposed to be at 10. And if you actually look at the timestamp, I think we didn't start till 12. So it took me 2 hours to convince them to do the show and to walk into this tight rope that we are about to tackle. One way I convinced them is, well, let's not go there yet. The reason why it took me a long time to convince them, one is the nature of the topic. It's very controversial, and they were afraid that the organization they belong, the lineage that they're in, and the elders in that organization and the whole FMA community might see this as a negative, because some of them are going to be on the opposition and they might get punished. And we even kid about it. It's excommunicado, so they're all afraid. And I told them that there's nothing to be afraid about, because it's a debate. You are being placed in an affirmative and a negative position that you have to defend on the entirety of the show. That said, I, being a friend, guaranteed them that I will not put them into harm's way. That's number one. That's very important. Now, we are in harm's way. Well, actually, I think I am. They're the one defending me. And it just breaks my heart that I am not allowed to speak. Let's not go there. See, let me go back to this. So, I'm sorry, guys. So, let me just keep looking down so we don't veer off. I convinced them that there are viewers out there like you that needs to be heard, and how we, the show, can fight like hell for you. And maybe eventually we can help you fight for yourself and for your organization. What is the goal? When I talked to Jun about this, the goal, for some reason we had the same goal, and it's the voice for the minority, an opportunity to have an equal playing field, to educate, to inspire, and to be proactive in the community, especially the FMA community. The most important thing is to actually present the material or the debate in a manner that is non-formal and relaxed and entertaining. So this is not your normal debate. Our goal was never to divide the FMA community. It's merely to open your eyes and to see another view, or to see the other side of the coin. It's actually to encourage dialogue, to be more compassionate to the minority and their voice, and to change, to be better. Okay? What is the panel? I mean, the panel, Jun and I vision this debate will be amongst friends, close friends, a barkada type, not an academic formal debate. So if you actually watch the first and second show, the panel is relaxed. I think they only got uncomfortable when topics or examples are being thrown. Okay. I did ask them to commit a little bit of time and to research what positions they're going to defend, so we don't look like fools and we don't look like being in a rat race going in circle on the same topic or the same supporting documents. Okay. The content, I want to be the most transparent there is, and to consistently be accurate, and to be constantly correct, and also to encourage history, add history in there, prove to the audience that there is historical references that can back up either the affirmative or the negative that you're defending. Right? Here's the main thing. I want both the affirmative and negative to be on the edge of their seats, because as the moderator in a formal debate, I just direct and then make the conclusion at the end. No. This is way different. I actually gauge and look at the panels and making sure that they are not repeating the same backing or the same supporting documents, and I tend to lead them to controversy, so they will answer the question, and that led to Julius being on the spot. You know, I threw the question. This is very personal and it's down to earth. It's his thing. It's what he does, and that's what do I mean by that? That is, he is in that setting. He doesn't really support personally what he is trying to defend. See, now I'm getting off tangent here. Basically, Julius was placed in a position that he doesn't believe, but he needs to defend it. And the moderator put him in a situation wherein he is at the edge of his seat, because that's my job as a moderator on this moderator debate thing that I'm trying to do. I'm getting too much stuck in the moderator thing. I, the moderator, will not only direct the panel, but will also and will actively, if need be, throw curveballs at them. Not saying I'm helping the other side, but helping to open up boxes, Pandora box, so we can answer the questions. So the atmosphere on this debate is like a barkada type. Is it like a drinking thing? Well, if you notice, June in one session or two sessions has been drinking, but it is still a relaxed debate. Okay, I want us to present an atmosphere wherein you can just join anytime. There's no how do I explain that? No fear of being ridiculed if you join another panel or something like that. We actually aim to be anti-bully, to punch out the negativity and the prejudice, so we can tackle the issues properly. I want to give everyone like you a fighting chance. If there is a powerful show or group out there that you're not allowed to discuss issues, or being deemed toxic to the community, or to denigrate you because you're the minority, I or we will give you a mic so you can have a voice. If there are subjects or issues that's been swept under the rug, we will lift it. If there's a sacred cow, we will burn that. Of course, we will do this in a manner wherein, we will do this with integrity, being sensitive to everyone's differences and disabilities. The goal have always been to end the show providing you with some sort of takeaway, a solution to better yourself or your training, to better yourself on understanding issues that are being tackled by the FMA community. We're offering solutions. Again, a takeaway. I mean, one thing I learned from all my teachers or gurus is after the class, you should have something to take home. With GMO it's more like once I give you something on this class, you will be able to use that right away. So that's what we were trying to do on this debate. Here's one thing. I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of viewers out there who watch the show and then watch the controversy about Paulo's video and the FMA discussion, the celebration they did afterwards, and then up to now constantly bombarding your wall with topics or commentary directed to us on a negative way. Did you guys know there's a lot of people out there that are not speaking in public? They are not loud, but they are actually watching and supporting us. Believe it or not, there are viewers like you out there that are encouraging us to keep going. This big fish told me that you, the viewers and supporters, do not exist. Or if you do exist, they want you not to exist. They want you to actually go to their side. That's why there's numbers being thrown. How many views were there? What are the ratings? What are the this and that? Jun and I, when we created this Jun and Paul show debate, don't look for numbers. We're looking to make change. If we can change one person, we're doing our job. So if we get one view, and that might be you, and we gave you something that the other big groups or big discussion groups, YouTube channels can give you, I thank you for watching our show. And hopefully you can actually share this so to give light to others. Believe me, they are telling me you don't exist. Okay, that's number one. It's very important. Here's the thing too. I was told to tone down my voice so that you, the viewers, and currently my students, won't abandon me. That is very important. I am more afraid that Jun's student and the panel that I had, their students will leave them. I really am not afraid of my students. I think I've educated them enough and taught them properly that what is important is having a good instructor with morals, dignity, and speaks the truth. Um, I have one student that actually posted an open letter that actually made this paper that I want to talk about. This is actually anger. This is fighting words. 8 pages. Comes down to I didn't because of her. Oops, I said her. There we go. I have to tone it down. But again, is it really right because you're a big fish that I will tone down? You, as the viewer, please tell me if I have to. And I will gladly follow if you tell me. But I will not follow them, the big fish. Guys, I'm sorry I have to say this. I was even gagged by my own friends. They fear that if I go on fight mode, I go all the way and I will maul my attackers. This is not the first time I've been in this position. I've been in a position that I have actually even challenged, had full contact. You got my viewers know this story, and luckily it didn't end up on a real fight. It was avoided. And I'm getting out of track. That's scratch that. I'm not trying to show badass here. But I was gagged. I mean, that's why you haven't heard me. But deep inside, I'm the one that said I will protect them, and they're protecting me. It's so sad. Especially June. June now is the one up front fighting for me. Poor guy. I mean, he has a new job, he has family. He's not sleeping, he's he's defending me. It's supposed to be my fight. For that, I thank you, June. And I thank you, viewers, who did actually reach out to us and gave support. I was even advised by some of our elders to just let it be. I can't, I'm sorry. How in the world can we change things if we just ignore it? Be quiet. It will pass, it will go away. If we allow this to happen, it will continue forever. It's like government. If you don't say anything, you don't vote, nothing will change. You need to be, somebody needs to be out there. And again, the Jun and Paul show debate, step to the plate. We are your voice. You can go and stand beside us or even behind us. We will be the up front. We will take the hits. Jun is not even supposed to be getting the hits. I am. He's taking it. My panel, my friends, they're defending me. It's supposed to be a scrimador. I should be able to fight. It is becoming fighting. Just fight using words. I have to step out of my comfort zone and actually find you. Yes, you. Who, despite all this negativity that's going on, you guys found the courage to support us, or even out loud responded to those negative words by this big fish and his followers. You guys stood beside me, and I will never forget that. And this debate probably scares them, because issues that they don't believe are being brought up in the open, such as lineage, such as have the loyalty to your instructor. Manligaw ka. Don't just pay. You know, issues like that. Issues that this whole thing went about. Should foreigners be allowed to lead? I will not say that here, but people who are close to me, I've given them examples of that topic. I'm getting off tangent again, but the Jun and Paul show, what is it all about? That's basically it. Friends hang out debating. There's three things that we want to accomplish. It needs to be informative. We need to inform you. We need to give you information so you can make change. You can understand, and then maybe go home and really think about what you believe. Or maybe think about the other side, what they believe. And maybe from that, we can path or formulate a middle ground that both parties will agree. And maybe that path will be to a better FMA community. So it needs to be really informative. Number two, it needs to be entertaining. Our show, we try to entertain at the same time. So even if it means entertaining ourselves. I mean, after that debate, we are laughing, you know. I mean, and I don't understand why suddenly it became a negative, okay? But again, it needs to be informative. It needs to be entertaining. And the last one that I want you guys to understand, the last one, I want you guys to feel refreshed after watching the show. What do I mean by that? What's a good example? You worked 8-hour shift, you're driving, or you're got at home, you're about to prepare your meal, you put in our show. You're watching it. And next thing you know, you're laughing with us. You're like, it, I don't know if I can really watch the show, but next thing you know, you're watching it all the way. You know, it needs to be refreshing. It needs to take stress away. Right? So three things: informative, entertaining, and refreshing. My point here is I don't want the Jun and Paul show to be the only show that you watch. That's not my intent. I need for you guys to have variety. This is also part of learning. You can't get information in only one source. So I even encourage you to watch the big fish. Watch them, learn what they're doing, watch us, watch other shows, and then decipher what is correct and what is fake. And I want you daily to understand that the Jun and Paul show is a show that you need to be, or you're most familiar with, meaning you know our show, you know what's going on. After a hard day's work, you can listen to our show, laugh with us. If June is drinking, you can drink with him. Virtual drinking. I want you to feel that you are part of us from beginning to end. And I need you to feel better. I need you to feel that, boy, after watching the Jun and Paul show, not only did I feel better, I got entertained, I was laughing, and I learned something. And that learning that you've learned, maybe you can take that to your community and make a difference. And that community can probably grow to a bigger entity and influence other community. That's how we unite. We don't unite by saying, don't watch the big fish. Yes, watch the big fish. Watch all the fish. But you need to learn how to decipher what is the truth, what is false, what is fake, what is real. And hopefully our show will always convey integrity, the truth, honestly, and get entertained. Finally, I said my piece. I will put this on YouTube in a few minutes, and again, like, comment, share. One comment, I'll be happy. My goal again is not to have millions of viewers. My goal is to make a difference. If I can make a difference to you, I did my job. And pugay po, mabuhay, and good evening sa inyo pong lahat. Maraming salamat po.